Hi! Last week I created a couple of simple props for my pixel art project, so let's skip the foreplay and have a look. In my last video I started working on a small tea shop, and today I will create a few assets to make it a bit more interesting. Let's begin with a simple crate. I feel like those are the quintessential RPG assets, and you can find them practically everywhere, from houses to shops to puzzles. In terms of a tea shop, a large crate like this is probably a bit oversized, since it is far more likely that tea would be transported in smaller bundles, such as this one here. Nonetheless, I thought a crate might be a good place to start. Also, it's always nice to have a good crate ready if you should ever need one. Probably as essential as crates are maybe barrels, and those might actually make a little more sense in a tea shop, because where else would you get water from? Again, I don't want to turn this into a cafe of sorts, but it could be nice to maybe have a kind of tasting opportunity at the counter, or the possibility to enjoy a freshly brewed cup with one of the regulars. Also, I believe Arbor wouldn't mind to, have the occasional cup himself. For now, I'm not quite sure how I will use a barrel in the scene, so I drew a few different perspectives first, and aside from those, I also made this barrel on a trestle with a tap. Next, I really wanted to draw a few jars. Not only because I'm a huge Zelda fan, but again, they might make sense in the context of a tea shop. The idea was that there might be teas that could be pre-prepared or that might benefit from extended infusion times. Also, I really liked the idea that tea in this world might come in real vivid colors, not just the earthy tones that we might be used to. Aside from the tea itself, another prominent asset for a tea shop might probably be some teapots. And here I thought it would be nice if each pot came with a matching set of cups and a stove. Their designs could vary between different regions, which is not a world-changing idea. In fact, it is exactly how it is in our world. But I believe it might be an interesting world-building device to have this common household item as a reflection of culture and behavior. The variations I've drawn here may not be very distinctive, but you have to bear in mind that this store is in a region that doesn't have a strong tea tradition itself, and therefore relies on whatever comes up into the mountains with the merchants. Along that line of thought, I drew a couple more bundles just to have a little more variety there. One more thing that came to mind was that water from a barrel would be rather cold, and a small stove might not be enough to get it up to temperature. So I decided to also add a samovar. That's a samovar, by the way, which is a kind of self-boiling kettle that's simply heated with hot coals. I felt like this might be way more feasible than having an open fireplace right in the middle of the shop. Well, I feel like now might be a good time to put all these props to good use and see how they look like within the shop. But before we do that, let me just say thank you for watching. In the next video I will try and finish this whole scene up by maybe adding a little more detail and maybe some animation. Anyway, that's all for this week, and now let's have a look at the shop. Hi, you're still here? If you stuck until now, you might as well consider subscribing. And anyway, I hope I see you again next time. And until then, keep your whimsy, stay creative, and bye.